two things. I don't. Hello, everybody. I'm going to assume you could hear me. Let me look up here for comments. Okay. That's live. Okay. Overlays. Comments. Hello, this is Shane Perot. How are you guys doing? If you are out there and want to log in, let me know. Okay, people are here. People are starting to populate. You can't talk, Jenna. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Yes, this is day 4, Crystal. I am having a serious technological glitch. My God, I'm my worst IT person ever. How are you guys doing today? You can hear me fine? Well, that is good to hear. Okay. So how are you doing? Everybody tell me hi. Looks like people are logging in. I apologize. I have a new software program and I am realizing I am not a techie by any stretch of the imagination. Am I a techie? My humility has gotten the best of me and it convinced me that I am and I am not a techie. But anyways, uh everybody can see the slides? If you can see the slides, let me know. Thank you, Lisa. I needed to hear that. We good with the slides? If so, we will get started. So I want everybody to check in and type in the browser. How are we doing with the homework? How are we doing with the homework? Okay, great. You can see the slides, and we are cooking with grease. Okay, I'm just pivoting over to our screen. Okay. Because I love you, man. The show has to go on. So I'm just getting over to my slides and we will get started. Everybody, tell me what you thought of the homework. What was it like when you compared the homework to your spouse's homework? Okay, so that's day 2. We are on day number 4. Okay, there we go. So as we looked at the homework, yesterday's homework was simply put, we were supposed to look at what types of problems do you two face? So we had type 1, type 2, type 3 problems. I know we thought about them yesterday. Hey, Renee, welcome back. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Marida. I appreciate you for coming today. Let's see, who else is here? Just type who you are, where you're from. So we looked at 3 things. We looked at what are the perpetual differences. Do you guys know what I mean by perpetual differences? If you tell me, perpetual differences are based on what 2 things? Y'all need a cheat sheet? Lifestyle and personality. And why are these things? There you go, Narita. And I say it because lifestyle and personality, are those fixable variables? Are those variables we could very well alternate? Are they things that we could change about ourselves? I mean, if we're a neat freak, we're probably always going to be a neat freak. Can't do that. But if we're not a neat freak and we're untidy and sloppy, we can get help. We could accept the fact that that's not my strength and I need to find somebody with that strength. So that's why those are important, because when it comes to our spouse, we just have to realize we have to cut a deal. And if we find ourselves getting to the perpetually gridlocked space, we could do ourselves a big, big favor by accepting that we need to seek help. Anyway, so that was the question. The other thing that we looked at was, why is cutting a deal so difficult? Because you have to give up something important to you. And we also look at quid pro quo and how does that impact relationships. That is, once you cut a deal with them and start to give them what they want, they're much more likely to help you get what you want. So for today, we're going to look at, I want you to go to your workbooks and mark off these questions. These are going to be the ones I want you to answer and definitely review with your spouse. Not that I don't want you to review all of them, but let's start looking at that. So could something then other than communication be your problem? So I have a lot of spouses, a lot of couples that come to me, and it's interesting, right? They think communication is their problem, but the majority of people that come to see me are very articulate and very dynamic, like amazingly so. So communication isn't their problem. A lot of you guys, how many of you communicate professionally? How many of you in your profession, a big portion of your job is communication? If so, type in big C. Type in the big C. I'll type in a big C. I communicate for a living. However, I'll be honest with you, boy, I have miscommunications all the time. And the reason, simply put, is it's not just what you say. There are other things that happen when the person doesn't communicate. And today we are going to look at what those things are. You and your spouse may not be getting on the same page simply because you communicate differently. So let's kind of look at what is communication. What does getting heard look like? And I know that sounds like an oxymoron because we can't really see communication. But what does good communication look like? What does good communication, getting heard, look like? So a lot of people know, boy, communication is what you say. And we got to fix the person that we're saying it to because they're not hearing us. A lot of people think that, but in reality, not true. In reality, good communication is a lot more than a one-way process. Good communication is a lot more than that. Good communication is something else. Hold up one second. Okay, there we go. So a lot of people feel communication is, I'm okay. They aren't okay. Fix them and we'll be okay. What do I mean by that? I'm saying it perfect. You can't hear it. It's your problem. I'm saying it perfect. You can't hear it. It's your problem. Basically, I'm okay. You're not okay. If we just change the way you hear things, we'll be okay. So I know communication isn't that. Communication, the sophisticated people say, is a two-way problem. And what do I mean by it being a two-way problem? A two-way problem is this. We're all human. And when we get emotional and our needs clash, we have miscommunication. So the sophisticated people say communication is a two-way street. That means I believe A, you believe B. I can't hear B because I believe A. So I believe this class is half full. You believe it's not. I can't accept the fact that it could be half full because I believe it's half empty. In reality, it's both if it's in the middle. So communication is us being open to the fact that there are two perspectives and it is a two-way street. But what if I told you in reality, communication is four-way. Communication is four-way. What do I mean by that? So there's what you think, there's what you say, there's how you say it. There's what that person hears, and then there's what they interpret. So that's four ways, right? So there's what you say. Communication is us being open to the Oh God, this thing just got worse, my God. Okay. So communication, like I said, it is a two-way street. But what you guys, I am going to have to do a redo. I hate to say this, but I am going to have to do a redo. My technology is not working at all. So I'm going to try this one more time. If the gods are with me, they're with me. Anyways, so communication is, and if this doesn't work, I'll do this program over tomorrow. Anyway, I'll do it over tomorrow, and then we'll do one on Saturday. Okay? So anyways. In reality, communication My program is shot. So I'm going to have to stop this as much as it crushes me. You guys, I thank you all. What you say. And we will be back with you tomorrow. This just, my technology just died on me. Anyways, I thank you all. Have a great night. There's what that person